Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside to Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win. And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham. And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete. With Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters. So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves and start to make progress. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency. And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On the ready. 59. Mike's 59. And Washington Lane.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On the defensive side of the ball, here are the starters for Detroit. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL. The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. That's into the hands of Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
10-2 stop. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Ready?
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Stidham to throw. Going for it all. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Lions under second-year coach Matt Patricia. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now Montgomery, and he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 17 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Brought down by the cornerback, Williams. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Stidham. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Stidham, third down from the gun. And it's complete to Kelsey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Stidham. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 7 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
To throw is Stidham. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Double time, double time. Hey, we got 3. Ready?
On first down, Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Pass incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stidham. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 26, check 26. Go.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Jones. And he finds Montgomery complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Stidham from the shotgun. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. That'll be put as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Jones. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Completes it to Hardman. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Counter play, Drake. He lost 6 there on the first down play. On second down, it's Drake. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Chiefs on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go, baby.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones now. Off play action. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danico Autry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and 15. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. James has got it, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Marr is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. 2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there was going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stidham sets to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
60 outlaw.
Stidham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Stidham. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. And they trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third down.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, seems off. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Stidham now off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stidham. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And his throw here's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Drake. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready, 50, plant.
From midfield now, here's Stidham. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Set, 70, Indy. 5.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
60 or. 24 to the mic. Let's go. Get it.
Shrugs him off. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Down. 18 Gators. 2 times. You got 3 down.
Play action. It's Stidham. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They run the counter. Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Stidham. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Jake Elliott on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
it, baby. That's it.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run with Drake. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. On 3rd down, Stidham. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
70, Indy. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. To throw is Stidham. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the double. Come. Switch.
On first down, it's Drake. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 outlaw. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Right back to Drake. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Ready, set. Mike 37. I'm coming. Get it.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 55. Watch the screen.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. following the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Stidham on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun, it's Stidham.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hey, they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Jones. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Jones now throwing on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he? He certainly has, but in his defense,
he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. It's his running back, Shane Vereen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Danico Autry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He goes underneath to Drake, and they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down, got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's back to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.